Hello, I'm Catherine and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if this is a return visit. So today I wanted to talk about a little experiment that I want to try for the month of August. I've decided to institute a no buy in the month of August. So if you're not familiar with a no buy, what that means is I am not going to purchase any new makeup or skincare items throughout the entire month. What I am going to do though is keep track of the items that catch my eye all month. I will be collecting those and then I will be sharing those with you in a future video. So all month long, I'm going to be seeing what these new releases are, and I'm going to then go and look in my collection and see, do I have anything that's really very similar to this item already that I could be using? And at the end of the month, I'm going to be sharing those items with you, and we're going to be going through them, and I'm going to tell you which ones that I felt like, you know what, I already had them, and which ones that I thought were truly unique and I would like to add to my collection. So since I'm instituting a no buy, it makes sense for me to really focus on my own makeup collection. So I am going to be starting a new series that is a Shopping My Stash series. A lot of people do these. I love watching these because I have a lot of those products typically in my collection, or I've had them and I love seeing how other creators are using them, and maybe they've come up with a new way to use that palette, or maybe they're using the bronzer in a different way or using it with a different brush. I love seeing that. So that is a series that I'm going to start, and today will be the first one where I'm going to show you all of the items that I've picked from my collection that I'm going to focus on for this entire month. I am going to be doing a Shop My Stash Get Ready with me. I will probably be doing a high-end version and a drugstore version because, as you're going to see, I've picked one of each for every category. I got a little organizer from QVC, which I'll show you at the end, where I'm going to be putting all these items. So I had my little shopping basket and I went ahead and shopped, and I'm going to show you the products that I want to focus on for this month. This will give me an opportunity to really learn about these products and give you a more in-depth review of them. Not a first impression, not even a couple time impression, but a true understanding of how this product works, particularly obviously for my skin, but for more mature skin. So let's start with primer. For my high-end primer, I wanted to focus on this Milk Makeup. I've actually almost finished this, so this is another little great opportunity for me to try this. This is their Hydro Gripping Primer. I already really like this primer, but I wanted to compare it to the e.l.f. Mint Melt Primer, which I believe this is a dupe for this primer, but I've never really used them side by side, and for a whole month, that's what I'm going to be doing. For foundation, I wanted to use this Clinique. This is the Even Better Refresh Hydrating and Repairing Makeup. This is a little bit more of a full coverage type of a tint. I really wanted to try this and spend some time reviewing it and really understanding how it works for my skin. So that's the high-end foundation I picked. And then for my drugstore, I went back to an old favorite, which is the L'Oreal Age Perfect Serum Foundation. So I'm excited to be using both of these this month. For powder, for my high end, I'm going to be using this Anastasia Beverly Hills. I just received this in a BoxyCharm, so I wanted to give this an actual test. I've never used this before, but this is just the Anastasia Loose Setting Powder in Translucent. And then for drugstore, I pulled out my number 7 Lift and Illuminate, which is one of my very favorite powders from the drugstore. For corrector, I actually wanted to try these side by side, the Becca and the Flower Beauty, and really see if they truly are dupes for one another or if they're not, because as we all know, Becca will be going out of business here in September, and I don't know if I need to stock up on this. I've always liked this, and I've only used this a couple times, so I really wanted to do a true comparison of these two correctors. For concealer, I'm going to stick with the Flower Beauty theme here. I'm going to be using the Light Illusion Concealer, and then for my high end, I'm going to be using this Lancome. This is the Tint Idole Ultra Wear. This is their new concealer, and I have never used this with you guys. I have used this. I didn't have a whole lot of luck with it. I thought it was a little drying, but I wanted to give it another shot. You know how much I love the stick foundation and the liquid foundation, so I wanted to give this one another shot along with the Flower Beauty. For eyeshadow primer, I wanted to compare these two, the P. Louise, which is kind of the famous base that really will white out your eyes. And I wanted to compare that to this Jason Wu eyeshadow primer. These are actually not too different in price. You can get this at Morphe, and this one, of course, at Target. But I wanted to compare and see how similar these two are. For bronzer, for blush, and for highlight, I got a little crazy, and I might have to really rein this in next month when I do this. I wanted to have a cream version of each product, and I wanted to have a powder version. So for the cream bronzer, I wanted to use this Tower 28. This is in Bronzino. It's just the regular, it's not the new shades that they've come out with, but I wanted to use this, and I wanted to compare it to this e.l.f., which I believe is very, very similar. So I wanted to try those two out. For powder bronzer, I reached for the It Cosmetics. This is their Ombre Radiance Bronzer, and it's so, so pretty and easy to use. And I just haven't used it in a long time, so I wanted to pull that one out. For my drugstore bronzer, I'm gonna be using the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronzer, which is just a gorgeous bronzer. Huge fan of this product, and sort of similar to this ombre. I wanted to sort of compare the two of them. For cream blush, I wanted to use this Makeup by Mario in Earth Angel. This is just a very pretty pink. And to compare it to a newer cream blush that I just got from Morphe 2, this is in Rosy Wishes. And to me, they look pretty darn similar. So I wanted to try those two out together. For powder blush, the drugstore I wanted to use was kind of an old favorite from Rimmel. This is in the shade Third Base, and it's just so pretty and kind of goes with anything. It's a nice kind of a peachier pink. And for my high-end blush, I pulled this Bobbi Brown. They actually call this an illuminating bronzing powder. This is in the shade Antigua, but it's really a blush to me, but you can wear it without bronzer if you wanted to. But it's a little bit cooler toned. It's really very, very pretty and flattering. For powder highlighter, I wanted to use this Wander Beauty. I got this, I believe, in a BoxyCharm, and this is in the shade After Hours. And it's just so, so pretty and shiny. And for the drugstore version, I wanted to use this Wet n Wild. I haven't used this very much. This is their Mega Glow highlighter in the shade Blossom Glow. I went a little crazy with bronzers, blushes, and highlight. I'm probably going to have to narrow that down next month, but we'll see how much I get through. For eye products, I picked two cream, kind of one and done shadows. The first one was from ColourPop. This is in the Let's Go Wild collection that I got a while ago. This is in the shade Basic Instinct. Really pretty bronzy shade. I thought it would be great for summer. And then the Pixie Shadow Stick. I love this color in the shade One and Done. There are just two palettes that I want to work with this month. The first one is from Morphe, and so that's kind of my drugstore palette that I'm using. And it's one that I got a long time ago. I believe it was on like a big sale, and I just haven't used it, so I really want to. It was the Maddie Ziegler collaboration. This is called the Imagination palette. And it's just so, so pretty, and I have not used it at all. I mean, some of these colors are out of my comfort zone, but I mean, everything down here, even up in here, all in here, really so, so pretty. Even this shade up here, really pretty bronzy shade. So I wanted to give this a try this month, and my high-end palette that I want to use is from Dominique Cosmetics. This is the Transition palette. And I've only used this a couple times. This is all matte, but I'm just in love with it. It is so, so pretty, and all of the shades are just gorgeous. So I wanted to use that also this month. So that is everything. I'm really excited to come up with some new looks. I think I'm going to be using a lot of this too on Instagram. So be looking for that. If you don't follow me already on Instagram, I might do like an eye look with my Shop My Stash palette, or I might do a quick foundation review either on Reels or maybe on IGTV. So be looking for all of that. I'm looking forward to bringing the Shop My Stash throughout the month and really bringing more information to you guys about these products and seeing if it's something that you are interested in. And down the road, I would love to do something where actually you all choose and you vote and pick the products that you want me to focus on for a particular month. I also think it's great for us to be focusing in on our actual makeup collections. I have a large makeup collection, and part of it is what I'm doing for you guys and reviewing products, and it's really a passion. I would not be doing this if it was not a passion. I mean, I don't receive any PR. I've gotten a couple of things, really more skincare, but none of my makeup has been given to me. I've bought it. And I really wanted to focus on it and really see what is a great, great product that I can share with you and let you know that I've used this and I've used it multiple times and I highly recommend it. I would love, if you like the concept of doing these Shop My Stash videos, I'd love for you to give this video a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments below what you're most excited about for me to try of these products. And also, I would love it if you haven't already subscribed, I would love for you to join us here. We're really having a lot of fun. I'm trying to develop new concepts that are the most helpful for all of you. I want to make sure that I'm giving you the type of content that you are searching for here on YouTube. I'm excited to start down this new path. I will be seeing you soon and be watching for all of these products for the month of August.